We're joined now by CBS legal analyst Rikki Klieman. Hi, Rikki.
Hi, Vlad.
So what are the next steps for Kesha's legal team? I mean, could she break this contract and just pay the fine?
It's really not that simple. They own her. What happens in this case is you have, first of all, originally two cases, counterclaims against each other. She has said she was psychologically and sexually abused. Then Dr. Luke, a producer, says on the other side, no, that's defamatory, that never happened. Well, that's still pending out there somewhere. So those things have to be resolved, particularly hers. His have kind of been pushed to the side. What's happened here is that Mark Garagos, as her attorney, has said, I want an injunction. I want all of this to stop. I want her out of her contract because she is under duress working for this producer whom she says has really injured her by being a victim of sexual abuse. The judge says, look, a contract is a contract. This is a standard industry contract. If you wanted an out for any reason, you needed, or your representatives needed to negotiate that in the first place, and you didn't.
So this sounds like a hostile work environment based on what she's saying. What's working against her? The fact that there are no outs literally written into the contract. I mean, aren't there sort of general outs according to the law that you shouldn't be forced to work under circumstances that you think is harmful to your health?
Well, certainly one would think that you shouldn't be, number one, forced into involuntary servitude. Yeah. That is, that you should be put into a situation where you have to work under circumstances which are just untenable. But what you have here is Sony has said, look, we're going to give you another producer. You don't have to work directly with this guy. You never even have to see this guy. On the other side of that, what Kesha and her lawyers are really afraid of is that if she works with another producer, her stuff is not going to go forward. That she is now in a most favored nation status of this producer. And if she's not going to play ball with them, then she is really going to have a career that is over. Mm-hmm. She's in a terrible position.
But she clearly has the support of the public, including some of the music industry's biggest female stars. I wonder, just perhaps not for the contract, but for the company that has the contract, they don't want all this negative press, people perhaps not buying records that they put out from other artists. Isn't that a problem for them from a public relations standpoint?
It may be from a public relations standpoint, but legally not a problem. However, public relations, particularly, we're dealing with Sony Music now. Sony has had a great deal of difficulty in the last few years in terms of what has happened with things becoming public that they did not want to become public. So there's always the possibility of settlement in any lawsuit. There's always the possibility of compromise. But I think that her allegations are so inflammatory that Sony just may not want to cave.
All right, Rikki Klieman, thank you very much.
Thank you.